Guys, welcome to the fourth installment of Let's Play the Classics. Today I've got a pretty obscure title. Maybe you've played it, maybe you haven't, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It's Kabuki Quantum Fighter for the NES. Now, this game is a little bit bizarre, and it's kind of interesting. Just real quick, the backstory, it's 2056, there's something, a virus or something that's taking over the defense satellites, nuclear weapons and all that stuff. And you play as Scott Connor, who gets his brainwaves or something transmitted into this machine, and it creates an avatar. And the avatar is a Kabuki. Now, it's kind of funny, a guy named O'Connor, his avatar is a Kabuki, but it turns out that the machine, picks up on your heritage and that kind of thing, and your thoughts, and this was the avatar that was created for Scott because his grandfather or great-grandfather was a Kabuki. Now, real quick run through. We've got our life meter down here. Don't let that run out. We've got our chip meter, and over here where this half of a yin-yang thing is, that's where our weapons are. Our primary weapon is a hair whip, which is interesting. I've never seen a hair whip in any other video game ever, so this could be one of a kind. On the pause screen, if you hit the select button, it'll cycle through your sub-weapons. Now our chips are our ammunition for these sub-weapons. We also have a time limit, as you can see down here in the bottom corner, but if you're well versed in this game, time isn't going to come into play. So let's get into it. This is a very challenging game with a emphasis on the action and an emphasis on the platforming. Now, if you just took note of what just happened there, I got hit by that small enemy, and did you see how far back it knocked me? That's one of the things that makes the platforming so hard in this game. The knockback, and then the actual platforming is very difficult. You have small spaces to maneuver. You have to be precise, where you're standing. But other than that, with a little practice, you can definitely beat this game. I think the world record speed run is about 13 minutes. So it's one of those ones. It's another one of those NES games that's NES hard until you figure everything out, and then it's NES easy. Oh, come on. Oh. Tried to make it through there. I don't know if I forgot to mention it. This game plays similar to Batman on the NES, or like a Ninja Gaiden. Now, I would say the enemies are difficult and have difficult placements like in Batman, and a little bit Ninja Gaiden. But the platforming is definitely Ninja Gaiden. Alright, so at the end of the level, it's going to take away our life and our chips, and it's going to refill them and give us some more and count all the points and everything like that. So here's our first boss. It's just this purple guy. And he just bounces around, jumps off the wall, goes to a knee, shoots a flame, we jump over the flame, and then we kind of wash, rinse, and repeat. And that's all there is to it. It's kind of funny. This game, the bosses are pretty much pushovers, and the actual levels, the difficult parts are in the levels. It's all the platforming and sometimes the enemy placement. So, yeah, moving on to level 2. Alright, like I said, I'm going to skip all the cutscenes, and if you are into that kind of thing, then you can either watch them on the YouTubes, or you can go buy a physical copy of this game, which in the US, it's $5 to $10. It's a pretty affordable game. And it's certainly unique. Now I say you got to get really good at the platforming here. You'll see right here. This guy's going to come out. I have to jump over his bullet and then fight off 2 enemies. So if you didn't know that was there, your first run through, you're probably going to get hit a lot. Oh no, get up there. Use the water physics to jump over that guy. Come on. Alright. That's kind of cool too, climbing on these things. And your attack on here is like this kick. It's pretty neat, I think. Pick up the life. There's the sub-weapon that we got from defeating the first level boss. So you can see it's a bigger projectile, shoots all the way across the screen, and it'll do more damage. Oh, I always run into that guy. Okay, that was the first part of level 2. Level 2 actually has 2 parts. This side-scrolling level, and then the first of the 3, I think, 3 vertical levels. Alright, as you can see, we got a lot of life and a lot of chips. Again, with these weird backgrounds, man. There's like sprites and, you know, pumping hearts and skeletons and all kinds of nonsense. It's like, come on. Alright, I always thought it was kind of funny. You see, we entered the level on the left-hand side. And wait for the level to start, or the boss fight to start. And it puts us way on the left, like we somehow went through... like we somehow went through the boss. Alright, so this boss is pretty simple too. He kind of jumps around. He's a little bit faster than you are, so it's hard to hit him with your hair. So I use my projectile that goes across the screen, and we just keep hitting him. Try to avoid as much as we can. One thing I forgot to mention, when you're in the boss fights, if you hit the pause button, the start button, you can actually substitute your life for extra chips by hitting down, or you can trade your chips in to get extra life by hitting up. So that'll become a valuable strategy. So I've missed him 4 times in a row. There we go. We'll work him down a little bit. Also, I'm running out of memory on my phone, so we'll record maybe 1 more or 2 more levels, and then I'll cut the video, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up the game. Alright. Round 3. Now this level gets a bad rap for being one of the most difficult levels in the game, and it is, but it's certainly not the most difficult, like I've heard some people say. The things that makes these vertical levels really challenging is the knockback. Oh, see what I mean? Like, and these ice plates, you can stand on them, but once you start moving, you can't stop. And we've seen this kind of back and forth in every single Nintendo platforming game ever made. Jump to the left, jump to the right, jump to the left, jump to the right. Mega Man's like notorious for that kind of stuff. The other thing that you want to do is you want to face the direction you want to jump. So we want to jump to the left. So we want to push ourselves to the left. Ugh. Another issue is that it doesn't scroll, right? It doesn't like auto scroll. So we're like really close to the top of the screen. We actually have to jump, you know, to get the screen to go. Okay, so we're gonna do a little half jump here, walk off, and then jump on that one. Jump for that guy. Yeah, a little half jump. Ooh, we got lucky there because that could have knocked us off. All right, guys, that's level 3. Now we're gonna take on the level 3 boss. Who again, none of these bosses are very difficult. We just duck, attack him twice, avoid the little green ball projectile, hit him twice, avoid the green ball projectile, jump, duck. He only has 2 flying attacks. He'll either go low, so you have to jump over him, or he'll go high and you just duck. I mean, it's, again, this isn't very difficult. Jeez. Alright, there we go. Kind of want to use a range weapon there and stay away from it. I didn't want to take any unnecessary hits because I only had 4 life bars left. I don't understand why they put score in some of these games. It's not like you get an extra life. You know what I mean? If you get 100,000 points. Alright. So on to stage 4. I do like the music in this game. It's not bad. The enemy variety is great. Yep, not a bad little platform. I definitely recommend this one, especially if you're a platform fan. Uh-oh. Like I said, it's pretty affordable. And it's kind of an interesting title, you know. You put it in your game collection, and maybe some of your friends haven't heard of it. Now that guy always drops a 1-up, so you want to be sure to get that. And you have to do, like we did a half jump standing. We have to do like this half jump to avoid the lava. Of course, I missed it. Knock these guys out of the way. What's the one knock that I have on this game is that it's really short. So after you've really learned how to play the game, you know, there's only like 5 levels. And it doesn't have a difficulty setting or anything like that. And there's not a lot of replay value unless you want to like beat your own best time or score or something like that. So knock that guy out of the way. Small jumps. Those guys are kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah. Now I don't know why there's 2 doors to get into this boss room. You can walk through there, or you can go right just below us. I don't know if one gives you more life and chips, or if it makes the boss easier, or whatever it is. But anywho, this will be our first challenging boss of the game. I'll pause it real quick. What you want to do is you want to switch over to your dynamite, and as you can see, the guy's kind of a spider crab guy, and he's got these 2 little buddies back here, these 2 little eyeballs that are going to shoot these projectiles. Now the object here is to take out those eyeballs as fast as you can, so you can concentrate on the main boss. And the dynamite definitely does the trick. Alright, there we go. Now we can concentrate on the boss. And he's going to jump up there. And we can't actually hit him with our hair. And we need to get him to come down a little bit. So what we got to do is we got to play this game of chicken with him and get him to shoot at us twice. And then he'll come down. Kind of like Armored Armadillo in Mega Man X. He'll bounce around a little bit. Now when he's up there, you can reach him with your tri-shot. Like that. Or miss twice. Or, if you want to do more damage, you can hit him with your dynamite. Kind of lob it up there, and you can see that does a lot more damage. So trade in our life and get some chips. We can use our special attack weapon. And that's it. That is boss number 3. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to pause the video right here and get some of this memory off of my phone so we can finish filming the last couple parts here. Alright guys, welcome back to Let's Play the Classics. Let's finish this up. Playing Kabuki Quantum Fighter. This is where these conveyor belt little platforms, they really become a problem. That guy also always gives 1-ups. And you gotta be like right on the end of those things. So they couldn't give you one more pixel to work with, you know? These guys are going to come in from you know, the top, and they're going to work their way down to the bottom. They're just basically going to create squares. And they're going to jump through the squares. Now this guy you can kind of force. Ooh. Yeah, try and, you know, glitch him out and get him to come off the side of the screen. Jump. Now if you fall off of one of these things or you get hit, like I just did, almost did right there, you gotta go all the way back. Alright guys, that's the end of stage 5. We are almost done with this game. Oh, we got this one more vertical scrolling level. And half jumps there. I think this is probably the most challenging level in the game, to be honest with you. That's alright. It's the last level. It should be. But, again, once you learn... You know, learn the enemy patterns and how to jump. Now, for these guys, you could use the tri-weapon that we just had, or you could use the remote bolos, which are basically like homing missiles. Go. Alright. Cross there. I do like the climbing animation. I think that's pretty sweet looking. Ah, see if you miss one, you go all the way back down. Jump up. Again, with the skulls, like the skeletons, man, the pillars are all made of bones. It's like, I mean, it doesn't really fit. I don't know, we try to be like a... Oh, like a horror game or something. I don't know. It's just... Alright. Ugh. Kind of use the invincibility glitch there to jump back over that. Jump. Alright, we should be getting close to the end. This is a pretty nice animation in this game. It's not bad. The you know, the character sprites are good. The enemy variety is nice. The backgrounds are interesting. So, alright, so we're heading into the level 5 boss, and this is like the boss before the boss, right? This is like fighting the Technodrome before fighting Shredder. It's not. This is another easy boss, and it's unbelievable. So what you do is you just jump up here, and we want to attack this piece. Like so. Try not to fall off the platform, because you'll fall all the way down to the bottom. You have to jump up again and fight the lasers. But yeah, just keep punching the top there, and trying to think of a game that's similar to where you're supposed to fight a boss. It'd be like fighting the red head thing there in Contra, and then having to fight. You know, I don't know. That was stupid. I shouldn't have said that. I'm not gonna edit that out either. All right. So Stage 6 is just the final boss battle, and this does remind me of an enemy from Contra. Now, if you notice, if you just stay underneath the head, basically we're creating a box right here. That's our box of safety. So we just wait for the head to come down, hit it, and even if we get caught out here in no man's land, we just run to the left and jump over the fireballs. So, again, the first form here is not too difficult. You just have to time your jumps properly so you can hit your head. So you just run to the left, jump over the fireballs, not a big deal. Now, one thing that you do not want to do is you do not want to get hit by this enemy. He does quite a bit of damage if you hit him in the head. It's very easy. It's very wash, rinse, and repeat like. I always found this funny too. He starts blinking red. Now, why do the bad guys and the bosses start blinking red? Because they're running out of life, right? They're about to die. But we know that because he has a life bar. So there's really no reason for him to start blinking red. All right. So that's going to be the first form. What we're going to do is we're just going to run to the left, and we're going to select our dynamite or our grenades. Now what we have to do is we have to wait for the pointy things to come out of the head. Then we just run to the left. Run to the left. And again, we can substitute some life for some chips. And there we go, guys. We have beat Kabuki Quantum Fighter for the NES. It's a challenging game until you get get used to it, but it's definitely a game, like I said, worth picking up. It's affordable, and it's kind of a mid NES game, right? It came out in 1990, so if you're a collector and maybe you just collect certain eras, so we'll kind of watch the end here. All right, so they're gonna pull him out of the computer and give him his body back, I guess. I think I'd prefer to be a Kabuki and kick people's ass with my hair, because that would be awesome. All right, so if you're watching this video and you know of any other video game in the history of video games where you attack somebody with your hair, put it in the comment section. Because I bet you there aren't any video games where you attack with your hair. This is a very long credit sequence. Oh, and if you have any suggestions for any of the any future Let's Play the Classics videos, put that in the comment section. And if I have the game or if I can get a copy of the game, hey, we might throw it in there as a Let's Play the Classics Futures episode. The music in this game isn't bad. I mean, it's not DuckTales or Mega Man or Contra, but it's not bad. Presented by Hal. No, I never met Hal, but he made some pretty decent games. He seems like a nice guy, you know, he's pretty creative. Alright guys, that's it. Kabuki Quantum Fighter for the NES. Definitely check it out and buy it. See you next time on Let's Play the Classics.